Hello, everyone. I think I am live now, but I will wait for somebody to say they can see and hear me, if you don't mind, for anyone who can see and hear me. Um, Welcome back. I can't believe we're on the second week of this already. I've done two of the big portraits. So, can we see and hear me? I know there's a delay, so it's a little bit difficult to can see and hear you. Yay! Brilliant. Thank you so much, SS. Thank you for that. All right. Okay. So I'm going to just look over at my iPad screen to say hi because the poll that I've put up for who to which portrait to do next is like obscuring my chat on my laptop screen. So I'm just gonna just check who's here and say hello to everyone. So we've got Tea Time Builds and Philip. Hello, both of you. Jessica's here. Danish Puzzler's here. You just started Pinocchio, so you voted for him. Okay, that sounds like a good plan. I've done a choice of three again, so it's Snow White, Cinderella, and Pinocchio. They're the choices I've put up, just kind of randomly chosen. Picked big-ish ones. Who else have we got? We've got Leslie's here. Hi, Leslie. Hello, Anna Maria. We've got SS and Angela. Hello, both of you. Now, it did just say that Jasmine had joined as a member, but now it says the message has been extracted, so I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but welcome, Jasmine. Oh, I can see you in the chat now. There you go. Well, thank you for joining. It's lovely to have you. Who else have we got? We've got Sam. Hello, Sam. Hello, Natalie. Rold's here. Hi, Rold. Claudia and Laura and oh, there's so many people. Oh, Hannah and Dexter and Glenda. Oh, thank you all for joining me tonight. Well, I say tonight, might not be night time where you are, but thank you for joining me anyway for this brilliant puzzle, the 9,000 piece Disney Museum. And yeah, so very quick recap. I had actually done these two last week. I put a poll up. Let's see, because I really had no preference as to which portrait to do first. So I think it was between these two and Pinocchio, and Sleeping Beauty got the vote. So I did that one first, then I did Bambi, and then mostly done. I've just got three pieces missing in Bambi. Um, and the reason these two are on the top is because what I've done is I've pulled out the edges that attach to Bambi, because I had separated the edges, and I just kind of thought, well, I might as well just attach those. And then once I've put those on, I'm going to just get this board underneath this one under here, a black one that I prepared earlier on, and I will build whatever is voted for. I will build that next on the black board underneath. So I'm going to put these edge pieces in, and yeah, and we'll get on with this puzzle. I'm so excited to be back doing it again. It's such a fun puzzle. Such a fun puzzle. And there's one or two other people doing it along with me. I know you're doing it, Ula. So have you done I can't remember where you're at progress wise, Ula. Have you done these two and you've just started Pinocchio? Or I know I said Pokemon. I don't know where that came from. And you've just started Pinocchio, or have you done any others? Are you ahead of me already? I know Claudia's ahead of me. In fact, I think you've started the frames now, haven't you, Claudia? So yeah, let me know where you're at. If you are doing this puzzle along with me, I would love to hear. And I would love to hear as well for those of you who aren't necessarily puzzling this one, maybe you're doing a different puzzle. Um, yeah, I would love to hear. What are you working on at the moment? I have been a busy bee today. Well, the last couple of days actually, I've been working hard on my UK Nationals video, which is finally out. I put that up earlier today, and then I literally just put a members video out like minutes before I went live here. There we go. Got some edge going. I don't think I can attach Sleeping Beauty to the edge. She's got a little bit too much frame between. So I haven't bothered trying to kind of attach her, but these two are next to each other in the puzzle. Show you the poster. What are we saying? Might be quiet tonight, feeling all bunged up and bummed out. Oh, why are you feeling bummed out? Or bummed out because you're bunged up? You got a cold, Philip. Sorry to hear that. Sybil's here. Hello. It's 6 a.m. where you are, Glenda. Oh, it's so early. 9:03 p.m. there. That's not too bad. Well, that's the same as here. So you're in the UK, are you, Jasmine? Same two plus Pocahontas. Oh, you've done Pocahontas as well. That's right. Yes, I was forgetting that. Getting started on the U.S. Nationals Charmed Cottage. Oh yeah, is that the one by Nathaniel Mortensen? I love that one. It looks like Bag End from The Lord of the Rings. It looks like Bilbo's house with the round door. I like that puzzle. It's nice. Oh, I hope you enjoy that. I'm doing a 500 Falcon tonight. Wanted something easy and fast after the marathon yesterday. Oh, of course, you whipped out the 2,000 piece novel Avenue in warp speed. It's impressive that you threw that together in 12 hours. Definitely. Huh? I'm doing the frames. You're working on it just now, doing the frames. How are you finding them? Are you shuffling, Claudia? Looking forward to watching a UK Nationals video, Vicky. Yeah, it's up and ready. It's up and ready. Hope you enjoy it. I was going to put it out tomorrow, but I couldn't wait. I had it ready and I was like, no, I'm going to do it. I put it out at like 6 here, which was 3 hours before my live stream was due to start. So I thought, well, people have time to watch it before my live if they want to have a Vicky Makes and Builds video binge. Working on Midnight at the Library. So fun. Oh, this is nice. Is that is that a Ravensburger? Dexter, I put the kiss on hiatus. Oh yeah, no, I'd seen that in the Discord. I think that's a good thing to do sometimes. Put it in a timeout. Sam calls it timeout, don't you, Sam? And just have a break and come back to it with a fresh set of eyes. You'll probably find that you get on better with it. So, but you've done really well on it so far. Got some good chunks together. The Happy Sheep Yarn Shop. Oh, that's a fun one too. Jessica, missed chatting. Glad to be back from my holiday. Oh, right. Is that what you meant when you said you're back? Where did you go, Jessica? Remind us where you went. Got a cough, cold, wrapped up in bed, chilling here. Oh, well, I'm glad you're with us, but I am sorry to hear you've got a cold. Yes, Nathaniel Mortensen did Charm Cottage. Yeah, that's right. And you're in the UK, Jasmine. Yeah, yeah. Hello, B. It's really super easy to put together, but thank you. Yeah, no, it wasn't a difficult one. I didn't find it challenging either. It was nice. Enjoy that one. Yeah, you just finished the yarn shop, didn't you, SS? So where was I? Right, I was going to show you the poster. Okay, so these are the two I did last time. And the three that I am proposing to do next that are in the poll are Pinocchio, which looks really big, but he's got a big frame. So, you know, the picture itself isn't too huge. You've also got Cinderella, that is in the poll, and Snow White. Again, really big frame, but picture not too bad. So those are the three that I have put in the poll, and I'm going to end the poll soon so that I can start puzzling, but I just wanted to show you before I do so that you can make any last minute votes. Hello, Matt. How's Vegas? Matt is in Vegas for WrestleMania this weekend. I'm so jealous. I wish I was going to that. Anna Maria, we are having a family weekend at my brother's house with his family and parents, waiting to be 12 o'clock to go to the church and bring home the Easter light. Oh, this is nice. That sounds nice. Oh, I'm glad you've said hello. Are you going to be here for a little bit, or are you going to be popping off soon, Anna Maria? Sam, only problem is sometimes I forget what jigsaws are in timeout and they stay there longer than I intended. You have like a whole room full of timeout puzzles. Forgot I'd put you there. Sorry you're sick, Philip. Yeah, hope this life cheers you up a bit. Me too. Yes, you inspired me to get it. I just started, but it's going to be fun. Good, good. Oh, I think you'll like that one. It looks like a nice one. I've not done a Nathaniel Mortensen yet, but I am gonna. I like his artwork. Hi, Ashley. How are you? Yes, happy Easter, Anna Maria. Happy Easter. I keep forgetting it's Easter weekend. It's Easter Saturday. I'm like, oh yeah. And we're during the Easter holidays as well, so I should really know. Um, it's a Ravensburger with a dragon. Oh, that sounds good. I love dragons. Really liking a dragon in my puzzles lately. Yeah, you can't beat it, can you? Can't beat it. Yes, I'm watching it live tonight. Yay! Yay! Oh yeah, the WrestleMania. Yeah, 'cause it's on Netflix. Um, but I don't think I can stay up for it. You know, if we were in the first week of the holidays, I might have done, but it will completely mess my sleep patterns up for next week if I stayed up for it. Maybe I'll be able to catch a wee bit at the start. I don't know. But it's like a whole weekend thing now. When I was a kid, it used to be just like one thing, one night. Now it's like two. But it sounds fun though. Thanks, B. Perked up a little already, just hate feeling drained. Yeah, it sucks having a cold. Right, so I am going to, before I read any more, I am going to put this away and I'm going to end the call and we'll see what has won. Huh. So we've got Pinocchio is the winner. 43% of the votes on Pinocchio, 32% Snow White, and 24% Cinderella. So Pinocchio it will be. I will end the poll there. Hopefully it will disappear from my screen. Yes, it has. And then I can actually read the chat on my laptop screen instead. So that's brilliant. You'll have to leave for a little bit, but you'll come back. Oh, we're glad you're here just now, preparing for Easter while watching. What are you doing to prepare, Ashley? I just saw a 2K Ravensburger called Dragonland. Love it and want it. That sounds like my kind of puzzle. Hello, Thomas. How are you? 2 days. Yeah, yeah. It's like a 2 day thing. Um, watching as much as I can. My son and I are walking to WrestleMania right now. What time does it start? Oh, is it like pre-show, pre-public show fights and stuff? I bet there is. Um, right. So I'm going to do some foam board jiggery pokery here. I'm gonna put this white one underneath and replace it with this black one. And I'm going to get out my Pinocchio pieces. Do you know, I keep wanting to say Pokemon. I might just have to change Pinocchio's name to Pokemon. Um, right, so just move that off a little bit. That's got a poster in there. And oh, have a great time, Matt. That's going to be so much fun. You and Ivan are going to love it. Well, I hope you do. I hope there's some exciting surprises and stuff. There usually is, isn't there? It's a big pile of pieces. Oh, I found Pinocchio quite easy to pick out. I found his pieces quite easy to pick out. It's very kind of deep green background, sort of thick crayon like pencil lines um as well. So I found the thing that Pinocchio will be pretty full. I don't think there'll be many gaps in. I hope not anyway. So I'm gonna put that over there. Pinocchio's kind of on the crease of the poster. So what I'll do is I'll puzzle over here and I'll have the poster here. Now then, that looks quite dark now, doesn't it? So hang on 1 minute. I can always change this if it looks too bright at any point. Just wanted to make it a wee bit brighter, just because we've gone to the black foam board, I think. Right. Woohoo! Surprised it didn't tie. I know. I know. Making sourdough bread and hard-boiled eggs. Oh, nice. I looked it up and now I want it to. Lol. Just if it's got a dragon on it, chances are I'll like it. So, is it Easter weekends with family then for people this weekend? It's just me and the kids. We've not got anything planned really, nothing specific, but I will probably make a Sunday roast dinner or something on Sunday. And don't know quite what roast yet, but maybe brisket or something. Um, I do like a nice Sunday roast. Problem is, both my kids have different food tastes, so it's like Jasper prefers a chicken roast, but Freya really likes beef. Um, and sometimes I end up having to do both. We'll probably do Freya's preference this time because I think that's in the wrong pile. I think that's Ariel's hair. Ariel's got really red hair. And I've done. I'll probably have to do Freya's choice because I've done chicken the last few times. But yeah, it'll just be the three of us. I got their Easter eggs for them, so they should be satisfied chocolate wise. Hmm. I don't know if that belongs to Pinocchio. I'm wondering if that belongs to Bambi. It's kind of grey on the inside of the frame. I'm going to leave it to one side and see. So I'm just going to flip this whole pile and then just grab out any colour that jumps out. Things like blue and white and his red shoes and shorts. And I'll just put it together like that. He wears gloves a little bit like Mickey Mouse's gloves with the white with the black lines on. I love the big red dragon. I like the neon green one, but I love all of them really. Absolutely. Looking forward to getting to my forest dragon puzzle. I love that puzzle. I was actually thinking just recently about, I think that might be Ariel too, but I don't know. Again, I'll leave it there. I was actually thinking recently about maybe starting a Star Wars puzzle because it's not that far off until May the 4th. I was like, oh wow, that's like next month. But I'd have to find some way to fit it in because I've got so many other puzzles on the go, and I will be doing wildlife after I've done the Piatnik. So it's like, because I was wondering about doing my 2K Star Wars puzzle, this one with the AT-AT walker, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna have space for it. Might have to do it on foam boards. We'll see. We'll see. I don't always do a Star Wars one every year, but I've got to think ahead now. Yes, Star Wars puzzle. Let's go. Well, this is the one I was thinking of um doing. I have got a smaller one than this, but I honestly think this will be easier because the other one's Darth Maul. That's the one I was thinking of doing, maybe for May the 4th, if I can get it done in time. That's kind of cool puzzle, eh? So yeah, I mean, I'm never gonna have time to do my 5,000 piece one, or a section of my 18K, but I just don't think this one's gonna be very easy, even though it's only 1,000 pieces. So yeah, I was thinking of the 2K. I don't know. What do you think? Ooh, Darth Maul. Can we see? Yeah. Oh, I just showed you. Yeah. So can we plan ahead to 2026, 18K? I don't think that's going to be 2026, Sam. I think that's going to be this year. I might not finish it all this year, but I think that one of those sections is going to get done at least this year. Um, yeah, I can't. When I've finished when I finish wildlife, probably I'll do a section of that. I'll sneak a section in. It's going to have to jump the queue. Darth Maul be dark. Yeah, it really is. It does not look like an easy puzzle. Have I watched Andor? No. Do you know what? I haven't watched any of the series, Star Wars series. I've watched a lot of the standalone films, so all the original films, and then the other episode, the other trilogies. I've watched all those. I've watched Rogue One. I've watched Solo. Um, I don't know what other standalone ones have been, but I have watched the movies. But the series as they brought out, The Mandalorian, that I've not watched them all. But we do have Disney Plus, so I can watch it. And there's no real reason that I haven't. I just haven't got into it. I've been watching a lot of Marvel seasons. Because Secret Wars is going to be out soon, and Avengers Doomsday, and it's all very. There's a lot building up to this, so I'm trying to keep up with it all because there's a lot of content I haven't seen. But I will have to get around to watching those. I've heard Andor's good, Ula. Talking about Star Wars, I've just remembered it's only a couple of weeks until May 4th. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's was my thinking, Philip. I was like, oh, because I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to get a Star Wars puzzle done. Could aim to finish for 4th of the 5th, 26th. Yes, I like the sound of that. Yeah, that'd be brilliant. I like that deadline. I like that deadline, Sam. That would be awesome. I think that's doable. I'm doing the 1,000 piece versions of the Ravensburger 40,320 memorable moments, working on Dumbo now. Oh, that sounds nice, Glenda. There was conversation about this recently. I don't know if it was in the Discord server, and I can't remember who was having the conversation, but I think that don't think there's a 1,000 piece version of every panel. Am I right in thinking that? I'm thinking there's like five of them or something. I don't know, Glenda. Maybe you could tell me different. Or is there a 1,000 piece version of all 10 panels of that puzzle? But the Dumbo one's so lovely. I like Dumbo. Star Wars so cool. I know you can do it, Vicky. So I vote Darth Maul. Also, I like Darth Maul, lol. I haven't put a vote up, I said. I like that you're getting your vote in now, though. It just depends what I can. I mean, at least Darth Maul would fit on one board, so I could feasibly do it. I just think it's going to be a really tough puzzle. Next week, my focus is going to be on the Piatnik. It's going to be on the Piatnik, and I can't wait to fully focus on it again. I've had a couple of really good stints on it just recently, and I've got all the cards have faces now, or at least bits of faces. So that's really cool, and it's coming together so nicely. I'm really enjoying it. So I can't wait to focus on that again. That's going to be next week's job, and maybe, who knows, I will get it finished next week. We will see. We will see, but can't wait to finish that puzzle, and then I'm going to be doing that live. There's so many exciting puzzles. The 3K one I have called Reign of Dragons only has two tiny dragons and you can barely see them. I refuse to do it now. Yeah, it's mostly an outdoor scene, isn't it? There's like a castle and a wee bit of forest, and the dragons are like flying in the distance. Is that the one you mean? B. Andor is a lead up to Rogue One. Oh, okay. Absolute favourite. Okay. Oh, I'll have to give that a watch then. I did enjoy Rogue One. Did enjoy Rogue One. Andor's really good. just looked it up and I share your disappointment. When will Ravensburger learn we want more dragons? Yep, this is it. Well, they did do the 9K. So, they must have heard us on some level. You'll have to know the dragon's rule. Exactly. Are you going to do the Piatnik 1K mini me card so that you can compare to the 6K? I will try. Yeah, I will try. I would like to do that soon. Whether it'll end up being incorporated in the video like I did with the Bazaar Town, I don't know yet, but that is the plan ultimately to do that one. So that's why I was so chuffed when you offered to send it to me, Sam. I was like, oh, I was wanting to do that. So yeah, I will definitely give that one a go. Right, so what I've done here is just to explain. I've flipped all the pieces. I separated out the red, which are all, kind of reddish brown, which are all up here. I've got a little island of blue in the middle, and I'm going to start to put together the blue pieces. So now the blue is his bow, his little bow tie, and also he's got like a blue ribbon on his hat. So that is what I'm going to do just now. The blue just stands out to me, and there's not too much of it. His hat's kind of obvious because it's blue against like a yellow, like a dark yellow. So that's it there. I think that might go up that way. He's also, yeah, he's got blue eyes too. Got blue eyes as well. So that I think is a bit of his bow tie. A bit more of the hat. Nope. Some of the blue's quite bright. There's even I don't even know if that belongs to him or not. There's a thick line on it, but that doesn't look quite the right colour. I might pull some of his face out as well. His face really is the only kind of skin tone type colours. There's a tiny bit of his arms, but not very much. So maybe I can get his face put together under the hat and then um attach his bow tie underneath. That one I'm not sure about. It doesn't look like the right colour to me. I think that's his mouth. There. Yeah, that's his mouth. That's his hat. There we go. This kind of a hint of blue in his hair. It's like dark in the shadows. It's like black, but there's like a hint of blue where the light shines on it. So that threw me a wee bit just there. I don't think that belongs in here. I think that might be the Aristocat. So there's some assorting happened here. Um, I have 5 so far. I thought they were all available. Oh, okay. Maybe they are. I don't know. This was just a conversation that I happened across. I'm sure it was in the Discord server. Um, and someone said they thought there were 5 of them, but maybe there are. I don't know, Glenda. You might be right. I just finished looking at Dragon Puzzles. Rabbit hole had to get off. Yeah, I know you've got to love a dragon. There are 1,000 pieces of all memorable moments, but not 1,000 pieces of all the Mickey 40K ones. Oh, there are. So all 10 of the memorable moments panels have 1,000 piece versions, but not the other 40K. Okay, well that's good. That's good. Yes, that's it, Vicky. Yeah, the Reign of Dragons. Yeah, I know the one you mean. Please remember to hit the like button. Oh, thank you, B. I always forget to ask people to hit the like button, so it's good job you're here. Thank you so much. I always forget. Yeah, me too. Hi, Gustin. How are you? I've still not messaged you about OBS. But I will. I will. But when you remind people to do it, they purposely don't. Really, do they? When I remind people to do it, you mean? Right, that is there. Right, so we've definitely got his bow tie going on here. Just not sure which way it goes yet. There we are. And that goes there. Goes there. Yeah, his hair is darker. It's a lot. It's got like a darker blue. The bow tie is quite a light blue. Um, so that's the top of his eye, or like his eyebrow. There we go. There's his eyes. Um, and that's a bit of his hair, I think. There. Yeah, that goes there. Getting there. One, one. Ah, that goes there. So I think that might go there. So I need to connect his mouth to his eyes. And then all this bit will be together. That's quite a dark bit there. Maybe I can find that bit. Oh, there's one of the there's one of the eyes. I can't connect his face yet though. Not quite yet. Does that go there? Oh, there we go. Yay. Okay. That's that connected. Yes. That bit feels like it should be obvious, but I can't see it. Four outs. Oh, that's a bit of dark. His hair. So, oh, he's got a little bit. Oh, he's got a waistcoat that's blue as well. Oh dear. He's throwing me off. There, that goes there. That's top of his hat. And there's his nose. And that's in. Okay, he's coming together nicely. I've got a bit of traction here now. So that's good. Um, oh, we're talking about moments. I was thinking of getting that one as well. I'm doing both 40Ks next year. Ooh, sounds like a good project. Which one would you start with, Gustin? I'm not. Oh, when you remind them, be. I'm not even a big Disney fan, but I am a big puzzle fan. Yeah, yeah. Well, they are among the bigger ones, aren't they? So why not? Yes, I have them all. Want to put the 40k next to the 10 1000 pieces at the end. Oh, brilliant. Oh, right. Oh, I don't know who said there were only five of them. Or maybe I'm just making it. I don't know. My memory isn't what it used to be, you know. Could have just plucked that out of thin air. Um, but that sounds great. I like having the smaller versions of the puzzles. Like I enjoyed doing the smaller Disney Orchestra, and I'm so happy I've got um like the smaller Piatnik as well, and yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun putting them next to each other. So there's a little bit of red in there. I think. Right, it goes down there. It's a little bit of his waistcoat and trousers. Oh, there's a bit of quite light blue. Right, so I'm pulling out kind of white bits now, and his shirt is like a really light yellow going into white, so pulling out those as well. There. And there's some flesh tone on his legs as well down here, so still a few of those wee bits left. There. Bit more shadowed on his legs. Is there? I think that must be the leg at the back because it's really dark all around it. More pieces here than I thought there were. No, that's yellow. Okay. I need to try and focus on one thing at a time here. So that's his hand. And that goes over here. So maybe I can get his hand attached to an arm. That goes there. Um, that's there. I can see that's his sleeve. I just can't see where it attached. Oh, that goes there. Um, hmm. Oh, there's a bit there. Okay, that's good. Um, I started watching the UK National Puzzle, but I'll have to wait until this is over. Exciting stuff. Video, yours, Vicky. Yes, yeah. No, that's yeah. Oh, I hope you enjoy it when you do come to watch it. Did you catch the intro, B? What did you think of the intro? Vicky question: how do you handle back and shoulder stiffness pain from puzzling? Um, I actually haven't. Hmm. So it's a good question because I haven't often experienced pain from puzzling. But recently I did have a bit of a sore neck I don't necessarily think it was caused by puzzling. I think it was maybe it just exacerbated by puzzling. I think I just like slept funny or something. Um, and I don't it didn't really last very long, so I didn't have to kind of do any drastic measures or anything, but I find I have to just sit up, roll my head around like that, stretch my back, roll my shoulders around. Sometimes I have to just stop and walk around and move about. Um, so yeah, that would be my go-to thing if I was starting to feel any kind of pain from it. But I don't very often actually feel a great deal of pain. I know my body will tell me when I'm doing something it doesn't like. So, like for example, when I'm speed puzzling, I can't stand up for long. I just can't. I stand up to flip the pieces, and that's about all I can manage, and then I sit down, and that works for me. So I think it's just kind of just recognizing when puzzling is either making something worse or it's. I don't think that goes with Pinocchio. That's the wrong shade of green. Um, or it's causing it. But yeah, just stretching, moving around. I do this with my shoulders and I do that with my head because I often find it's kind of neck for me more than it is back, like top of the back and neck. Um, lost where I am now. Lost where I am. Oh, okay. Honestly, it seems like it could be fun to do one bag from one and then one from the other and go back and forth. Yeah, that does sound fun. I like that idea. Obviously, we want to see progress on that, Gustin, if you decide to do it. Hello, Mike. How are you? Smaller versions of a big puzzle is one of my favourite genres of puzzle. It's why I got the 5K Tower of Babel. Yeah, that is a smaller version of a big puzzle, but still big in its own right. I don't think I've quite got that degree of smaller version. I have got a 3K version of a larger puzzle, and I mean that's big, isn't it? Feel like oh, hang on, lost it. That would certainly be fun, Gustin. I don't do it as my mother-in-law will do the 1,000 piece ones. Yeah, I feel like I could get my sister the 1K versions of Moments and Mickey and finish the 40Ks before her. Oh, right. Is she a slow puzzler or does she just not puzzle very often, Gustin? Won't happen with my mother-in-law. She has most of the 1,000 pieces ones already done. She likes her puzzles then, your mother-in-law? Stretch often, it helps a lot. Yeah. Do you know one thing that helps me is that I dance. So I there are my week and life, I guess, is sort of broken up with more physical activity and dancing. You have to have really good posture for. So um, I'm sitting up straight now because I'm talking about it. If I keep doing that, and I'm doing it fairly regularly throughout the week, then that helps too. Stretch often. I'm about two-thirds done with the Lion King section right now, doing the 1,000 piece versions too, and using those as a guide. So you're doing the 40K and you're almost done the Lion King, but you're also doing the 1,000 pieces as you go along, right? Is that what you mean? That sounds so much fun. They aren't totally the same, though, as the big puzzle. Yeah, it'll be similar. Jasmine, I have fibromyalgia, so I do stretches and move around. Oh, right. Yeah. I definitely think stretching and moving, just not sitting in the same position for very long. There are some puzzles that I do, though. I mean, as you know, I do a lot of big puzzles. The Piatnik, I am standing up and walking around the board all the time. Um, Because I can't maybe reach to that side of the puzzle, and then I'll come back to this side of the puzzle. Sometimes I'll be at the end of the puzzle. Sometimes I'll just stand and do a wee bit in a different spot. Sometimes I'll move the chair over. So big puzzles are kind of like a different ball game as well, in terms of like physicality, you know? Great, Mike. I will do my fifth panel after this half of Disney Museum. Then I can lay the whole top row together. Oh, you're doing the whole top row? Fifth panel, that's halfway through. I think I'm at least halfway done with my 3,000 piece truffle. Oh, that looks like a fun one, Ashley. Are you enjoying it? Hi, Julie. I'm also on the lookout for the 3K version of Bombardment. Ah, is that a hard to find one, Gustin? I don't think I even knew there was a 3K version of that. Yeah, I'll def do progress updates. Yes, we need to see. My sister enjoys puzzling, but she tends to take her time. Yeah, that's okay though. Sometimes that's just what you want, isn't it, from a puzzle? Yeah, she loves puzzling, but doesn't go bigger than 1,500. And that's fine too. Yeah, my back was feeling stiff, so I started walking around and I feel better, thanks guys, lol. Yeah, good. I'm glad you feel better. Sometimes I have to remind myself to sit up straight because I don't need to slouch. I can puzzle with my back straight. Um, and especially if the light's okay, I don't have to have my face close to it. But sometimes I find when I'm doing live streams, I find I'm leaning forward to read the text. So I guess that's why I'm a bit slouched at the minute. They have that puzzle on eBay right now. Oh, does it cost a fortune? I'm mostly worried about finishing them all in time. It'd be a 4K piece puzzle every 2 weeks, the entire year, then spending 3 months on the Fantasia panel. Are you predicting that one's going to take you the longest? I hear tell the Peter Pan one's quite difficult as well. Hi, Jill! Hello, Vicky and everyone. I'm late to the party as I'm away in my motorhome at the moment. Nice! And only just got a signal. Hopefully, can stay to the end. Oh, fingers crossed. Fantasia was hard, but not as bad as you think. Gosh, I've not even touched mine. It's kind of not even on the radar at the minute. I can't wait though. Fantasia was hard, but not as bad as you think. Yeah, doing the 1,000 piece version of a section first, then the big one. Oh, okay. Little practice that way too. It helps quite a bit. Oh, good. That's good. That's a good method. I like it, Mike. 3K Bombardment of Algiers is $77.47. Right. Is that good? That doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, started at the far left to right. Yeah, yeah, got you. I do large puzzles on the floor. The whole day is spent crouching and stretching and squatting. Aerobic puzzling. Yeah, I mean, as long as you're not bending your back and things. I did so when I did my double section of the Disney Orchestra, I did that on the floor and I struggled. I struggled doing that. I found it hard building a puzzle on the floor. Um, I think I might have that bit missorted, that yellow bit there. But I will find it. And I don't think it's missorted in the frames either. It'll be in one of the other picture piles. Um so yeah, I did that on the floor and I found that really difficult. So yeah, then I came up with the foam board method and I've never looked back. So that's good. Right. Okay, I've kind of slowed down a bit here. I've kind of reached his shorts, so I may have to go and look up here. Now, the shorts are a slightly richer shade of red than the shoes. Shoes are a bit more kind of browny coloured, so I'm hoping I can put the shorts together fairly well. Just do that. Mm, Yeah, yeah, I was right. They're a little bit brighter. Um, there, there. So that's the leg that's at the front. I can maybe start to get a few of those bits in, possibly. There we go. There's a little tiny sliver of blue in there, but I don't know where it goes. I think that might be Ariel, that one. I'm enjoying it. I'm not flying through it, but every time I sit down, I make consistent progress. That's good. Puzzles about puzzles. Puzzles of puzzles aren't that easy to do, are they? I don't think so. They send my brain a bit in a spin. Free shipping from US to free shipping to US from Latvia. Oh, right. That's pretty good. 7747 would be a decent deal, but I'd really rather not import from outside the EU when possible. Is it in Latvia though? Mike, yes, Peter Pan was brutal. Oh, right. That was my second section. Wish I'd done one or two more before that one, but at least it's done. Yeah, at least it's done. That one and Fantasia are the ones that I've heard are on the difficult side. Um, so yeah, like you say, at least it's done and dusted. Okay. Does that go there? I think that goes there. There's a really dark bit with it's there. No. Well, it does go there, but that doesn't go right. Okay. Right. Here. There we go. That's it. Sorted. So, where are these bits? Ah, well, it's there. Right, I think that goes there. Hmm. I don't really know where I would have put any missorted bits of Pinocchio. Um, I'm just trying to maybe in the Aristocrat. Hmm. Maybe in the Aristocrat, possibly. I'm just trying to think where I would look if I was trying to seek out any gaps. No. There. Is this land? Um, didn't you do the 6,000 piece Clementine Venice sunset on the floor? No, I did that on the table. So the Venice sunset was the first one that I used foam boards to build. Um, prior to that, well, at the same time as doing that, I was working on the 13,000, and I knew that the Venice sunset was going to need um something different to try and film it. And so I used that's when I first started using foam boards. I had it on four pieces of A1 foam board. So yeah, no, it was the Disney Orchestra double section, the section B and D, no, B and E, the one above the other. I did that on the floor on a piece of white felt. And yeah, it was hard work. It was hard work. But then I bought some foam boards and I did the 6K on those. It was a similar time though, like it was about the same time. A 3K bombardment isn't particularly rare, so I'm waiting for it to pop up in Sweden. Hang on, I think I've missed a bit there. Actually did Disney Museum on the floor. It was also the last puzzle I did on the floor. The whole thing. Did you? You probably told me this, Gustin, and I apologize if you have. But did you mix the Disney Museum? I used to have issues with my lower back. I had a few herniated discs. Oh no! After a few years of exercise, I got back to puzzling, and now my back never hurts because I have to sit straight, and it helps. Yeah, I would agree with that. Sitting straight helps. Was it in Latvia? I think she said it was. Yeah. Done with my 500 now, nice and easy. Lovely. Sounds good. Unfortunately, have to put a pause on my puzzling. Switch from my laptop to the TV. Wow, this puzzle looks even better on a 4K HD TV. I see why you like it, Vicky. Oh, it's brilliant. I love it. I love it. I'd have to like it, I suppose, to do it twice. That is there. There. I'm glad it looks good on the 4K though. Yes, it's in Latvia. Oh, I found someone on Vinted selling 3K bombardment, saving that for later. Ooh, you mixed it. And you did the whole thing on the floor. Like even the sorting. You must have done the sorting on a table, surely. Did you? Hi, Sarah. Sorry I'm late. Keep making me work on live stream days. Well, Dick, that's not on. Um, you need Saturdays and Thursdays free. I got some MDF and never looked back. Yeah, same, same. That's what I'm on. MDF. A lot of things get stacked on top of the MDF, but it's been brilliant having the board. Really, really good. Right, so now then, there's some yellow. I don't know if that's his hat. I think that must be his hat, the yellow. Ah, yeah, there. Right, let's put the yellow. It's like a dark yellow. That's a more light. I think that might go there. Where's that then? I think I might have some miss sorts in the Aristocat uh pieces. Because I'm missing a blue bit. And I'm missing a yellow bit there. Okay. See the frames coming up around here. So there. Where's that bit go then? That goes there. Hmm. I think there's like a little bit here. Yeah, there, just underneath that blue band. That's what's throwing me. There. So I've got a little bit of his arm there. I wonder if I can attach. It's like there. Wait. Oh, there. Oh, I can attach it there. So that's good. That's his collar. Hmm. Nah, that's his leg. So I might have to start putting together some of his shoes, because I'm fast running out of the colours that I'm working on. There's a lot of green left, but I do still have his shoes, so I think I might have to move on to those. I did the sorting on a table. All the putting together was back destroying. Yeah, I bet. Somebody would have had to put your back together at the end of it. Yeah, it hurt. It was sore on my knees too, but we had a hard floor, um, which I suppose is better for puzzling, but it was quite hard on the knees. Luckily, I'm still quite young and agile. So you were doing forward rolls across the other side of the puzzle. I need to go that side now. I like that idea in my head, even if you didn't do that. I'm middle-aged and stiff. Yeah, same. Yeah, definitely not quite young and agile anymore. You know, out of all of the Disney movies, Pinocchio actually scared me as a kid, especially the part where he gets swallowed by the whale, lol. Yeah, actually, it did me as well. It wasn't my favorite Disney movie, because it kind of, yeah, it spooked me a bit. It was also one of the ones that came out when I was like a lot younger. Pinocchio is a source of childhood trauma for a lot of people. Yeah, it is. Yeah, glad it's not just me, lol. No, no, it's not. Definitely not. Ugh, I dislike peeling eggs. What, your hard-boiled ones? I don't think I've ever watched a Disney film. Have you not, Leslie? When I was my memories of Disney when I was kind of growing up were the ones with songs. Like I know there's a lot with songs, but Aladdin was a big one for me that I really loved, and The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, uh, like all of those. I loved those. And then like things like Frozen, the more recent ones, they were like I liked those, but they were more kind of my kids that were into that. Um, and then the earlier ones, I was never bothered about Snow White, not overly fussy about Cinderella. Um, I enjoyed The Sword in the Stone. I had The Sword in the Stone on VHS tape, and I loved that. It was brilliant. Um, enjoyed The Sword in the Stone. And yeah, now like I watch a lot of Disney, but it's like not the cartoons, it's the Marvel cinematic stuff and the Star Wars and that, because obviously Disney now owns Star Wars. I do everything sitting on the floor. In my 60s, I worry that if I stop for a while, I won't be able to, you won't be able to anymore. Most friends can't sit on the floor and stand easily. Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean that's impressive that you do most of it on the floor. I guess the key is just not staying still for too long. Just keep him moving because you seize up, don't you, if you stay still for too long. Disney's Pinocchio was from 1940, so I guess it was from the old times. Yeah. Hello, Shay. How are you? Happy Sheep Yarn Shop is fantastic. It's coming together really easy. Tons of fun. Oh, good. I'm glad you're having fun with it, Dexter. It does look like a fun puzzle, that one. My favourite Disney movie was actually Treasure Planet. I don't think I've seen that one. Finally, someone else who knows what the Sword in the Stone was and enjoyed it like me. Oh, that was brilliant. I had it on tape. Me and my brother and sister would all sing the songs. Mm. Merlin, he was cool. And Archimedes, the owl, loved them. I used to have some of the live action Disney, like Bedknobs and Broomsticks and Mary Poppins. I used to love them. Yeah. Oh, Mary Poppins, we liked that too. The original one with Julie Andrews. I have playoff hockey starting soon. Need to go watch that. We'll watch the rest of this later. Happy puzzling, everyone. Happy puzzling, Dexter. Enjoy your hockey. Leslie, my parents only took me to the cinema to watch Steptoe and Son film. Oh, really? Was it good? Um, it's Sword and the Stone, the one with Merlin. Yeah, Merlin and what? And King Arthur with the he pulls it out at the end, the sword out of the stone. And Merlin has a talking bird, an educated owl. Yeah, that's the one, Shay. Treasure Planet's from 2002. I feel like it was after the time of a lot of people here. Yeah, no, that one doesn't ring a bell with me, Guston. Hi, Cara. I loved when they changed to fish and to squirrels. That one poor girl squirrel who harassed. Oh, I know. She was so sad when he turned back into a boy. And I like the bit where they're dueling with Madam Mim. Disney also didn't treat advertising Treasure Planet very well, so it fell through the cracks. I'll have to look that one up. No, I've not heard of it. Sword in the Stone was where Madam Mim is from, and she's extremely popular in Scandinavia. Oh, is she? Yeah, the magnificent, marvelous Madam Mim. I better not sing too much, eh? I'll be copyright stricken. Right, I better get puzzling as well. Never gonna get this done, am I? Right, so that goes there. That one goes there. So we've now got. I'm gonna do his shoes, and then it's a case of filling in the green and the edge of the inside edge of the frame, and see what we can see. There. So I could attach that, as it turns out. Oh, I have got the songs from The Sword in the Stone stuck in my brain now, and I really want to sing them, and I can't. I'm always so careful because I don't want I don't want YouTube to take my videos down. Singing Disney songs. Right. I can't figure out where that goes. That must be his hat. No, no. There. So where is it? Wait. That's why I got it in the wrong spot. There we go. My bad. Nope. Here we are. That one I have not got a clue. Oh, that must be a miss sort. Oh no, it's not. It's here. It goes there. Found it. That's a miss sort though. I think that's in the Aristocat pile, and I'm going to have a hunt there when I've done the background. But I've pretty much just got green and frame pieces now. So that is what I shall work on. Anywhere there's even little tiny bits of Pinocchio on the edge, like that, I'll pop them in. I think that's frame. There's darker, shadowy bits on this left side. So, like there, for example. I might have some of these black pieces I might not have. And some of them might be in the Ariel pile because there's some. So if you look at the top of Ariel there, it's really dark. And then this side of Pinocchio is really dark. So there might have been a bit of cross sorting there as well. Okay, so I'm just separating out the shadowy bits here. Ah, a bit of shoe. And that's his shirt. Um, where were we? Where were we? I also love The Sword in the Stone. That and Dumbo were more or less the only ones in TV. I loved Dumbo, but I really got. It was one I sometimes avoided because I didn't like, obviously the bit where, he's taken away from his mum. It's so sad, um, and then like the whole bit where he gets mocked at the circus and stuff. But then the end is just so like triumphant because he flies, and it's just like, he's reunited with his mum. So it's like when you get past the really hard bits that make you cry, it's worth it. But I would sometimes avoid it for that reason. I remember liking Sword in the Stone, but definitely haven't seen it in like 20 years. Oh no, it's been a while since I've seen it. I don't know when the last time was that I saw it, but I loved it when I was younger. Yeah, Disney copyright is not something to mess with. No, absolutely not. I also remember having The Fox and the Hound on VHS back then, but I was always scared of the bear as a kid. Yeah, Fox and the Hound, that wasn't one I ever really. I don't even know if I've seen that all the way through. I think I might have watched bits of it. The artist for the six portals has been found. Oh, had they gone somewhere? No, I get you. We didn't know who it was, did we? Her name is Rose Catherine Kahn. Oh, that name's come up before. What has she done? Um, is it Tropical Dragons? Is it not Rose Catherine Kahn that did Tropical Dragons? Maybe Jill's. I don't know if Jill's here. Maybe she can confirm that. Jill, you've just finished Tropical Dragons, haven't you? There are dragons in that puzzle. Um, the six portals. I'm still waiting to hear back from Ravensburger because I asked them how big the box was and how many bags that it was going to be in. But she was the lady that I speak to from Ravensburger. She was going away on holiday, so she said, "Oh, I'll get back to you when I'm back." But I'm hoping she can give me some more information about it as well. But I did not know that. That's really good info. Thank you, Gustin. But I think it might be the lady who did the Wood Dragons. Right, there's a bit of Pinocchio on that piece. Can't see where it is though. Unless it's frame. Might be frame. Don't know. This is really bright green on this side, so I'm kind of putting the bright ones this side and the darker ones this side. I think that might go up there. That's right. There are some areas where it looks like the paint's running, and like there, off his hand, it looks like the paint's running. So that is like a little line that kind of helps. That is not, that's Captain Hook, and so is that piece. There we go. And a missort there with Captain Hook. I love the classics too, but I do kind of wish this puzzle had more modern characters on it. Sally, Tiana, and Tangled, Rapunzel. Yeah, yeah, I suppose they are all older ones. How old is Mulan's not that old, is it? Or I don't know, maybe it is. Yeah, you're right. Tinkerbell. They made Tinkerbell movies fairly recently, but then I guess she was in Peter Pan as well, wasn't she? I think that's more the Peter Pan Tinkerbell than the newer ones. But yeah, no, you're right. Rapunzel and what was the other one you said? Um, Tiana. Yeah, yeah, she did Tropical Dragons. Yay! Okay, I was right. I remembered. Woohoo! Um. Oh, yeah. That'll explain why I like it then, because I think her artwork's really lovely. I found her site and linked it in Puzzle News. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Guston. I'll have a wee look at that. Rose Catherine Kahn was one of the artists suggested by Google Image when we went looking at a previous live stream. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember having a conversation about it. Puzzle fans will recognize some of these images. We can pre-order the six portals and the other 7,000 for €90, but I have not done it because I will probably not do them this year, but I am still tempted. Mulan's 98. Oh gosh. All right, it's quite old then. Which is like middle-aged, isn't he? You're making me feel old now, Gustin. Stop it. So, yeah. Rose Capricorn. Yeah, I'm gonna get the six portals. I would like to live stream the six portals. And the wolf one I would like to do a video on. So I hopefully will get both eventually. But I can't wait. I can't wait for them to come out. That's Hook as well. There. Right. So I think for the most part, I um have them on the right sides. There. There's a little bit of shadowiness on this side too, but not very much, so I can kind of tell from the bright pieces with shadows where they go. That looks like it maybe goes there or around about there. Does that go down here? No. Right side of the frame, so I think that's around here somewhere. I think that is frame. I think that might go there. Does that go around there somewhere? Ah. Hmm. No, no. There. Get in there. Now that my puzzle's done, I have nowhere to put it, so I started to reorganize, I should say, part of my bookshelves to make space for a few smaller puzzles so that the Kallax can get at least one square empty. Sounds like a plan? I've had to do a load of reorganizing to fit. I've had to make space for some puzzles behind me, but can't tell you what they are yet because I haven't revealed it to everyone yet. But yeah, I had to do a lot of reorganizing recently. So it usually works though, Ohana. Can normally find a space somewhere. Is that a normal thing to do at 11 p.m., right? Yeah, yes. It's normal for a puzzler and also a reader. Rose Catherine Kahn also did a Schmidt puzzle called Portal of the Four Realms. So she's fantasy artist then. No wonder I like her. Rolled. I have to get up early tomorrow, so I'm off to bed. Have a good night, everyone. Oh, good night, Rolled. Sorry you have to go, but we'll see you soon. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. What time are we on? 20 past 10. So what, we've been going for an hour and 20. That's not bad. That's not bad. Not bad at all. So, right. Yeah, totally normal, Ohana. Totally normal. Right. So, there, that goes there. I feel like that should be obvious. There, it is. There it is. I tried to, when I did the sorting, even if a piece had more frame than picture on it, I tried to sort it in with the portraits, just really to lower the sheer number of frame pieces. So any with, that I recognize with the tiniest sliver of picture, then it should be in here, but it might not always be. I do get tired after a while sorting, so sometimes I miss them. That's another Captain Hook one. Captain Hook's got a green background as well. So there's a few missorts with him. Now then, where's that one? Is there? Is there? Ah, there we go. I think that fits there. And this goes at the bottom. It's there. Um, no. Ah, what is that? He's coming together, isn't he? Look, not too many pieces left of him. Sorry, when are the 7K coming out again? I think they come out on like the 1st of September. Pretty sure it's September. Shay. See you later, Rold. The 7K is coming out September 1st. Yeah, yeah, September 1st. But you can pre-order them Could be as late as November, depending on where you live, though. Ooh, a while off. Thanks, Gustin. Yeah. Oh, I hope it's not. I hope it's not as late as that, but I suppose it depends where in the world you are. See there, now look, there's the tiniest bit of green there, but I pulled it out and it goes there. So why don't I have that one? Where is that? It's bugging me. Ah! Oh, look at that. That attaches that, so that's good. Mm, there. Okay, this is coming along nicely. Hmm. Look at that. No. There. Are you still there, Ula? How's your Pinocchio coming along? There. Yeah, no, that's missorted. I wonder if that's maybe in Captain Hook, perhaps. These I'm not sure. But I am gonna have a wee dive into the Aristocat and to Captain Hook when I put all these pieces in, because I wonder if I've missorted a few in there. Yeah, that was satisfying. Bam, 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 when they all go in like that. I love it. Um, I know Asia tends to get Rav puzzles way later than Europe. Oh, right. I'm in the US. I feel like we always have to wait a while in comparison to Europe. I think it depends on the puzzle sometimes and where they release them. Never mind the ones they just don't release here. Yeah, well, yeah, it's unfortunate, isn't it? I didn't sort as well. His body is together, but not so much green. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, his body's easier to put together than the green, I would say. I had a few missorts with the Captain Hook pile, with the green. So, and then a couple with Ariel. So I don't know if that helps. There we are. Well, I might have more of these dark pieces than I initially thought. There's some black pieces here, though, that I think I don't have. They've probably gone in with the frames, or possibly with Ariel, if I'm lucky. Um, wait. I don't know if that even goes there. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. There. Okay. That's all of the Pinocchio pieces that I had. I do have, I think, a couple of missorts, but I also have some black pieces that are not here, and I wonder if they are perhaps in with the frames, maybe. But I am going to do a little bit of diving into some of the other piles to see if I can find any missorted pieces. So I'm going to start with Hook. I mean, I could just We could just put Hook together. There aren't many of his pieces. Um, and just put him together and see if there are any in there, if you don't mind. Oh. I mean, it's a brighter green, so I would doubt it, but you never know. There, see, there it is. Yes. First one, first one found. The other one I think I may have missorted is possibly the Aristocat. I'm going to just quickly put together Hook though, because I don't think he's going to take me long. Very satisfying, Vicky. Yeah, it was. Doing that bit was. When I recognised the shapes and stuff and they all just started to go in. Did Captain Hook have a name before he got a hook? Or is his name just a coincidence? His name's James, isn't it? Captain James, but they called him Captain James Hook. So I don't know if that is just a coincidence or not. Yeah, you do Hook. For as a captain, he had no name at all. He was just him. I think his name's James. I'm sure his name's James or Jim Hook. James Hook. A crocodile made him. Yeah. So my kids, for a little while, not so much now, but for a little while, got into something called Descendants. Has anyone ever seen Descendants? Any of the Descendants movies? They're movies. Let me know if you have. Then we can talk. If not, never mind. There's a lovely bright green in the background, and his clothing's quite brightly coloured too. Yeah, there we are. It's coming together nicely. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's his hand. There we go. Right. Okay. Yep, it's coming. It's coming along. I had a couple of missorted pieces, ones that would belong to him that were in Pinocchio. So it's good to do, you know, two sections, kind of one straight after the other, and then you can get it all corrected. There. There he is. One there that should be in here somewhere, but he's mostly done. I think Hook's name is Killian Jones. Is it? How'd you know that? That's a really good name. It is a good name, at least in the original version of the story. Oh. My cousin really likes Descendants, so I've seen some of them by being around when it was on the Disney Channel. Yeah, my daughter's 14. I couldn't avoid it if I tried. I actually enjoyed The Descendants. I really like the songs. I wasn't as fussy about the new one, The Rise of Red, but I like the ones, with Dove Cameron and all of them. But I guess they couldn't really continue them when because one of the characters died. He had epilepsy, and he died. really young. Cameron Boyce, I think his name was. He played the son of Cruella. So Descendants is about the children of the Disney characters, villains as well as the heroes and heroines. I've seen a YouTube review of the Descendants. My granddaughters love Descendants. Not Dustin Hoffman, but he looks good. Yeah, I liked that movie Hook. Um, Hang on. I've heard of them, but about 10 to 15 years past my Disney watching days, lol. Yeah, well, it's only really because of the kids that I watched them. Harold Horatio Hookman. Oh, that's quite different to Killian Jones. And I had James in my head. Well, I think that's from the movie Hook, though, the one with Robin Williams. Yeah, Cameron Boyce, poor boy. Yeah, it was really sad. It was really sad. Um, that he passed away. Right. So this is the one that I thought might have had a missort in the Aristocat. So I'll grab that one next. And we can do a couple of the smaller ones. That's fine. I could maybe make a habit of starting with bigger ones on the lives and then just kind of moving on to whatever I feel after that. So I've done Hook, but I would like to fill the gaps in on Pinocchio if I can. There's one there that's bugging me a bit. And I think the black ones, I mean, it's possible the black ones are in with Ariel. I'm not going to get Ariel started today. Um, See, yeah, no, I don't think that goes in there, but it could well be one with her. So let's see if I can find that one in here. So there's some dark blue on this one. Oh, you're doing Tiana next. I could do Tiana after I've done the Aristocat. I think I'll have time for that. Yeah, that'll be quick because it's the same size as Hook. Okay, I've done some Googling, and it seems like Hook has a different name in each retelling of the story. Oh, right. Okay. Well, that explains why we're getting all these names coming from everywhere. Hi, Laura. We just knocked 12 minutes off. Time for tea on the second attempt. Woohoo! Whilst listening, Pinocchio looking good. So on my second attempt, I improved by like 13 minutes. So I was really pleased with that. But I'd never done I used the pick and place method on the second go, like from the start. And I've never really speed puzzled like that, and it felt weird, but it seemed to work quite well. Well done, Laura. That was really good. How did you place, Laura, if you don't mind me asking, on the day? Where did you come in the rankings? I was 62nd in the individuals and 54th in the pairs with Chris. How strange. Wonder why that became a thing. What the changing his name? I don't know. There's Hook has a descendant in the Descendants, Harry Hook, and he's Scottish. Harry Hook. He's got a Scottish accent, anyway. Right. This one I think is going to be a bit tricky. I remember doing this last time, and I had a lot of pieces mixed up with the Dumbo picture. Aristocat and Dumbo. I got a few of those pieces mixed up, but Dumbo's on the other section, so I won't have that issue this time around. Oh dear, well, there won't be too many. miss sorts, but this one doesn't actually look easy because the colours are kind of just all over the place. I also really enjoyed the Tinkerbell movies. My son had a bit of a phase of he loved those for a while. We went to the cinema to see one of them. Killian Jones is my favourite fake Captain Hook name so far. It sounds pirate, doesn't it? Mind you, so does Harold Horatio or Horatio Harold. Agreed. This just sounds like a pirate. Yeah, yeah, sounds pirate. Sounds like a proper pirate name. I was 86th. 1 hour 30, 32. Oh, well done. That was a great time for that puzzle. So if you shaved 12 minutes off, you did it in an hour and so you an hour and 18? That's brilliant. Really good time. Okay. Right. So I'm sort of picking out bits with pink on. For some reason that's standing out to me. Red and pink usually do, though, for me. Ah, what was there? So I'm getting little islands together, but I couldn't tell you quite how it forms a cat just yet. I'm not really using the poster at the moment. Some quite bright blues too, jumping out a wee bit. Does that go? No, goes there. So let's see if I can at least orient this the right way. Oh, I think I already have got it oriented the right way. I was lucky. Pure chance. Um, right. There we go. It goes there. Um, does the Hook descendant speak with a really thick Scottish dialect? Yes. Yeah, Harry Hook, he does. Yeah. Seem to remember now that he was called Kilimanjaro. Sorry, that was autocorrect. That would have been a cool name too. Actually, you live in Scotland, so people there even speak with that dialect. Do people there even speak with that dialect? Um, what, the same as Harry Hook's? Yeah, yeah, that's quite an obvious. He has quite a fairly thick Scottish accent. Yeah, my kids have Scottish accents because they've been raised here. It's a little bit hybridized because their dad is Scottish and I'm English. But they went to Scottish schools and things, so they've been surrounded by the Scottish accent, so they sound Scottish when you hear them talk. I remember now it was Killian in the TV show Once Upon a Time. Ah, yeah, I was really pleased with my time. It was on the quicker end of my very wide range of times. Flipped, built edge, then picked and placed. Yeah, pick and place is definitely the way with that puzzle. I didn't start with the edge. For some reason, I thought the edge was going to be hard. I thought there were going to be a lot of blank white pieces, but actually, it didn't turn out to be that way, as you know. So I wasn't so worried about building the edge the second time. Although I don't think I started with the edge then either. Um, but yeah, pick and place was all the way that puzzle. It was the way forward, wasn't it? I think. Ah, it was there. So, Sam, I know you live in Scotland, but I am assuming you are Scottish, Sam. Are you from Scotland originally? If you don't mind me asking. Right, this is kind of, I'm jumping about a bit with this, but I don't even know if that's right. That might be a centre line. It's slightly misaligned, but it looks as though it fits. So that could be a centre line going along the middle. Yeah, Scottish through and through. Cut me and I bleed tartan. I see. Oh dear. I thought I was gonna, when I first moved up here, I thought I was going to struggle with the Scottish accent, like understanding it, but it's just not that way at all. Um, I think it's that's kind of a misconception, but so used to it now. But I do come across people sometimes that where it's really thick, and I just can't, I can't. It's not very often that happens, but I do come across it occasionally. And there's also a lot of English people up here too. So, you don't necessarily always hear the Scottish accent all the time. There's a few English up here too. So, me being one of them. Right, this is actually coming together a little bit easier than I thought it would. I've just really just followed the colours. I've not really been focusing on the picture of a cat. I've just been like, right, there's a blob of pink and matched it with another blob of pink, and gone from there. We've got the bottom of the frame here. There. You can see it's a cat though now. Got a little face going there. Um, the tea temples, well, yeah, that looked hard to do fast. I found it hard to do fast, definitely. Hello, Liza. Lol, Sam. The Georgia Breeze one used in the UK Nationals. Yeah, that's the one. For a lot of people, it's the speed we talk at as much as the accent. Yeah, so with the guy, I think I might have mentioned him in my last live stream. There's a chap who comes and when I'm doing the lolly in the morning outside the school, there's a chap who always comes up in the morning with he picks up the rubbish, the litter. And he speaks fast, but he does this thing where he doesn't really stop between words. So there's no real pauses. It's just all one sound, and it like really it gives it kind of like a slurred effect, and it's hard to pick up what he's saying sometimes. And I've got better at it, but yeah. Like you say, it's not just the accent sometimes, it's kind of the way I think that's him. And there's not many people that really speak like that, but yeah, sometimes it is the speed. Right. Well, I didn't expect to get more than two portraits together tonight, but it looks like it's going to be that way. I have gone for a couple of smaller ones, so that's fine. Gives me a good feeling of progress. So it's dark around the outside of the cat. So that is where it's going to become a little bit more tricky. I think yeah, that's the edge of the frame there. Does that go there? Oh no, I think that goes up there. Right, that goes up there. Or not? No, it doesn't. Where does that go? Not sure yet. Figure it out. I'll figure it out. Right, let's continue trying to get some colours in. One. Does that go there? No. There we go. Thankfully, I don't think I've got a lot of mist sorts with this one, but there may be some pieces of the cat in other piles. I feel like I'm missing a couple. That one. Oh, that goes there. Does that go there? No. All right, yeah. So there's a center line in this one. You can just about see it. It's very slightly misaligned, and also the prongs are tiny. So it's this line going along the middle. Um, and you can see it. So there it is. Found the center line on the Aristocat anyway. I actually never noticed it actually goes through Pinocchio too, but I never noticed it on Pinocchio. It's more lined up though on him, but just occasionally it's slightly misaligned. My board keeps shuffling around. Depending on the British accent, I can struggle, so I know I'm not cut out for it. Well, England has a lot of accents, and some of them aren't always easy to pick up. The Geordie accent can be tricky sometimes. That's Newcastle, Liverpool. That's quite a thick accent. Birmingham is another one. Mine's Nottingham. Yeah, we have a lot of accents for such a small place. It's a bit odd, really. Right, so I think, yeah, that's that side because you can see that centre line there. There. There we go. Ah, that's the edge of the cat. That's what was throwing me off. That goes there. I'm not actually seeing the mis-sorted Pinocchio piece in here, though. So I wonder where that's gone. I'm not even certain that belongs to this. You can just see a tiny bit of pink, but I think it's the corner, maybe of Cinderella. There's pink there. Like it's there. And like it's there. I don't think I've sorted this one too badly. Hmm. I didn't like that one. There we go. That I'm not so sure about. I don't think that goes in here either. That belongs in here. There we go. That was in the Pinocchio pile. So at least that's found the right home. Mm, can tell there's mess sorts though. Where's that? Oh, I think that's in Beauty and the Beast. That blue background. So we'll put that in there. That's definitely in here somewhere. And then this, I think, might again be Cinderella. So some mist sorts there. Again, it's dark pieces, but there's some black pieces with like blue in, and it's the same color background as Beauty and the Beast and also Lady and the Tramp. So again, I think there might be a couple of mist sorts here. These dark pieces might possibly be in with the frames, maybe, but it could be any number of piles that I've mis-sorted those into. But that's mostly done, the Aristocat. So that's good. And so what are we on now? We're almost at 11. So I think, well, I've got time to do Tiana, definitely. Somebody said, am I going to do Tiana? Was it Tea Time Belts? And then possibly another one, but only a small one. I don't know. What are you need to tell me what you think. Um, Beauty and the Beast is quite small. Probably the smallest after Tiana. So I could maybe tackle Beauty and the Beast and then leave it at that. I feel like the Irish accent is more famous for being hard to understand, or maybe infamous. Yeah, it can be. Yeah, it can be. No! How do we feel about this line? What line? The center line? I feel like the Pinocchio piece is either with Belle or Mulan. Yeah, you could be right. I wondered if it would maybe be with Mulan. It could be with Belle. I'll maybe do Beauty and the Beast before I finish, and then we might find it in there. I'll throw Tiana together though. Don't think she'll be too bad to put together. Tiny little picture like Hook is. So I'm starting to feel it a bit in my back now, SS. So I do keep sitting up and just kind of jiggling a bit. Um, to try and stretch it out. So that's the way she goes, I think. There. Okay. So there's yellow background with Tiana that again may have ended up with Belle there. So there's a little bit of yellow background missing from her, but it could well be also in with the frames. So that's Tiana. That's all the pieces I had separated for her. So now I will have a go at Beauty and the Beast and we'll see what we can find. And then we'll leave it there. Maybe in the background pieces. Yeah. The small ones come together very fast. Yeah, the tiny ones do. Yeah. The center line. Yeah. Well, I've sort of learned to recognize that. They had it in the Pokemon puzzle too, going along the middle and going down the middle and across the middle. And the same with Autistic Mickey, which is another 5K. So you do sort of learn to recognize them. But it does throw you off because sometimes the pieces are misaligned. So they look right, but they don't look right at the same time, if you see what I mean. The scary frames. The more we finish, the closer we get to the frames. Well, yeah, I'll have to do them eventually. At least the frames have distinct features. Yeah, they do. They do. I've been puzzling along happily for the entire stream and totally forgot I had a tray of sausages cooking slowly in the oven. Just looked and they are solid charcoal. Oh no. Oh, oh, charcoal sausages for dinner. Sounds yummy. What a shame. I'm so sorry, Thomas. That's frustrating when that happens, isn't it? Oh dear. Right. Okay. So, Beauty and the Beast. Here we go. Just gonna do my usual thing. Turn over the pieces. Separate out distinct ones. Ah, there's a Pinocchio piece. That was in with Beauty and the Beast. And that one too. So yeah, it was in with the blue bit I assume I'm mixed up for Beast and the yellow bit I'm mixed up for Belle. So that's good. It's a couple of bits with a little bit of red in, but I don't think they're going to be in here. And the shadowy bits, that's kind of a who knows sort of situation. That's an Aristocat, and I'd put that in here. So we're getting somewhere. I'm just separating out pieces with white in. That is Beast's shirt and cuffs. They're sort of standing out to me. That's Belle's face. That's Beast's face. That's Belle. Okay, so I'm sort of I'm way over this side of my board, so I'm a little bit off center with the camera, but you can still see me, hopefully. There we go. So his shirt comes together quite nicely. There. So, and the faces come together pretty easily too. And that's more where his sleeve is. Okay, that's his paw. I'm kind of avoiding yellow at the moment, just trying to get the more obvious bits in. Yeah. There we are. Well, this is coming together quite nicely. Thought this was going to be slightly more difficult than this, but it's not too bad. What's that? A little bit of white there. Ah, there. I think that's where it meets the frame there. He's got like a yellow trim around the edge of his blue suit, so that's something I'm kind of picking up on as well. And his fur's really obvious. That's getting a lot of these pieces in. Um, hmm, wait, that's not right. We're in the wrong spot. That's quite a bright blue there. There we go. And so is that. There we are. Oof, not doing too badly. No, the frames are gonna slow things down, and you haven't done the big ones yet, and you're flying through this. May have to adjust how many streams I thought it'd take. Well, I knew that the portraits weren't going to be too bad. Um, I had an awareness of that, but I also knew the frames were going to slow me down. So I guess I'm just taking it as it comes because I'm not. There's a bit of the Aristocat. Because I'm not sure myself really how the frames are going to be. Like when I did it, when I mixed it, that I think is Snow White, that piece. When I mixed it, I found that I did a micro sort on the frames and it worked really well. And I was able to identify patterns and even with, double the amount all at once, I was able to figure it out. And I just think it's going to take some quite decent micro sorting. But there is no doubt that I will slow down. Yeah, absolutely. I'll slow down the frames, but it's just, yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to know how much simpler it's going to be, only doing half of the image. as opposed to, mixed like I did last time. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, I think. It's going to be interesting. But I knew that the portraits wouldn't be too bad. Wouldn't be just from memory of doing it before. I'm surprised actually how much I do remember of the build because it was a while ago. No, no. Right. I still think I might have a few missed sorts here. That might be a Lady and the Tramp, and I think that might be two. Have we got another layer of? Oh no. Yeah, right. There's another layer of yellow. So that's that. That's a frame. That isn't a dress, I don't think. I think that might be Lady and the Tramp, and that. Hmm. This sort. That's a miss sort too. I don't know where it goes though. Still stumbling me. There. There we go. Alright, there's one missing there, but otherwise that's pretty much done. That one. Not many miss sorts there at all. I had some, these I think belong to Lady and the Tramps, very similar dark blue background colour. And I had two or three pieces that went in with the Aristocat. Mostly around the edges though. I think I may find some more of the Aristocat when I tackle the Lady and the Tramp. Um, this is a frame piece, so I'm going to put that in with the frames. That one, I was curious to know if that perhaps belonged to Bambi. So I'm just going to have a quick shufty. That does. There. Had a wee bit of Bambi in with Pinocchio. Because the frame curves in the corner of the Bambi picture, and I thought it was part of the round frame of Pinocchio. So there we go. That was a Bambi piece. This, I think, oh, sorry, I think that's Mulan, that piece there. So I'm going to put that with Mulan. These, I think, are Ariel. I'm going to put those with her. That, I think, is Snow White. So I'm going to put that with her. That, there's pink and yellow there. But I think that might maybe Cinderella. Oh yeah, I think it's a bit of Cinderella's bun. So that can go in the Cinderella pile. I think that's Cinderella as well, and that's a frame piece. This one I don't know. That might be Bambi too. It's dark, but you can see some patterns. Let's see if I've found a Bambi piece. Sorry, we're going from black to white, black to white. No, it's not. Where does that go then? I don't think it belongs in there. It might possibly be Ariel. Might be Ariel. I'll throw it in the Ariel pile. And then that just needs to go in with the frames. So, here we have it. This is today's progress. Not too bad, I think. I have done most of Pinocchio, got a few dark pieces that have been missorted. Most of Tiana, a few yellow pieces, probably ended up in the frames. Pretty much all of Hook, most of the Aristocat, and pretty much all of Beauty and the Beast. So what do you think? I don't think that's bad going at all. So I think next time I'll do another poll and we'll just I'm quite having fun letting you choose which one we do. So yeah, I'm having loads of fun with this. Sausages are very well cooked. The reorganizing is done. Had to get rid of some books to make room. Really have to stop buying puzzles. This apartment is not a TARDIS. It would be nice if we did have TARDISes to live in though, wouldn't it? I did ask about Tiana, lol. And I'm driving while listening. You did. There she is. I'm going to. Oh, it's going too fast. Going too fast. Um, I'm going to have to do a puzzle reorganize soon. The pile on top of my tumble dryer is now taller than me and has to be moved every time I use it. Oh no! Oh my lord! Tumble dryer. That's true puzzle dedication. Sacrifice the dryer. Yes, this is it. Something has to be sacrificed. And it ain't the puzzles. We live on the ninth floor. I'm starting to worry about the statics of the walls under us. Oh, oh, I think you'll be fine. You can just hold the ceiling up with puzzles. Just please the weather has been better, so the clothes can go on the line outside instead. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It is good when the weather changes. I actually prefer drying my clothes over a clothesline. My tumble dryer stopped working years ago and I haven't bothered to fix it. Maybe I should use it for puzzle storage. Yeah, why not? I'm inside. I gotta go. Glad I was able to stay almost the whole stream. Bye, guys. Bye, Vicky. Bye, Tea Time Builds. Thanks for being here. I'm just about finished now anyway. Just got to say my bye-byes and catch up on what everybody said. Looks great, Vicky. Thank you, SS. Thank you, Ashley. Great job, Vicky. Thank you. That's a lot of progress tonight. It is. Not done too badly at all, Sam. Looks great. Thanks, Natalie. Thanks, Laura. And Liza and Cara. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. Yeah, pleased with that. Pleased with that. Got a couple of tiny ones done. They came together really quickly, but these two are a bit bigger, so that was good going. So yeah, same time next week. I will put another poll up. Just pick three, and you can choose which one you want me to do. And yeah, I really think these portraits are going to come together pretty quick, and then it's going to be time for me to do some more sorting on those frame pieces. So, yeah, I've really enjoyed this. It's been really good fun. Thanks for chatting to me as always. And I will see you next week. Don't forget Thursday live stream. I'm back with the floating leaves. If you want to come and hang out on Thursday, that's at 11:30 UK time AM. And I'll be hopefully getting more of that done. That is a tough puzzle. Catch my UK Nationals video is now up. I put it up earlier today. So hopefully you can maybe go and catch that at some point as well. I hope you enjoy that. And if you remember, there is a progress video up on the Piatnik as well. I will be putting out photos for everyone, just to show you how far I've got with that. But if you fancy watching some behind the scenes footage on that, then yeah, that's over in the members area. So yeah, lots to see on Vicky Makes and Builds. But in the meantime, I will see you all next week. Happy puzzling, everyone, and a happy Easter. I hope you all have a great weekend. Bye.